We're in Montana at turkey camp. This is year 6, I think, at turkey camp for me. Well, 5 I missed last year, but this is by far the coolest turkey hunt ever.
My name is Tom Petrie, and I've been coming to this wall tent turkey camp in Montana now for 3 years.
My name is Greg McAlpin, and I was invited here from Jason, and super excited to get to come hang out with people that I really respect in the industry and just are good friends of mine, and pumped for the opportunity.
My name is Jim Kinsey, and I'm at basically Camp B-Roll. It's a wall tent turkey camp, we put in the middle of the Missouri River breaks. We got the invite from Jason Matzinger, I want to say 4 years ago, and I'll tell you what, this place has a special place in my heart, and I love coming back every year.
My name is Nick Ventura, and I've been lucky enough to come to Camp B-Roll for 2 years now.
This is our annual backcountry wall tent turkey hunt, otherwise known as Camp B-Roll.
Camp B-Roll is a lot of good food, late nights, early mornings, and not a lot to do with turkeys.
Camp B-Roll is a whole lot of things to me. It's about coming out here with a group of people who I love and respect and want to be in camp with. You find out a lot about people when you get to spend time with them out in the woods like this. And we have a lot of laughs, we share a lot of stories, and it's a big sense of pride for me to have all these people here that mean so much in an area that means so much to me as well, and be able to just share that with them.
So Jason and I were talking at ATA one year, and I love the turkey hunt. I know turkey hunting is probably not as prominent in the West as it is where I come from in the South and in the Midwest. Turkey hunting is like a religion for us. Our turkey season's like elk season out here in the West. Everybody just can't wait for that first morning of turkey season. So Jason was talking about a place that he had turkey hunted off and on for his whole life, and we just decided to do a trip. So the first year it was just me and Jason in a wall tent, and we ended up snowed in for like 3 days in the wall tent. We didn't even really get to hunt, but 2 days the weather got really bad, but I kind of fell in love with this place, and just the fact that we were in the backcountry in wall tents hunting turkeys. That was the coolest thing ever for a guy like me, who I consider myself a pretty avid turkey hunter. Most memorable moment at turkey camp, gotta be the chase for Tom Tucker. So Tom Tucker would have to be one of the most memorable moments. Jason and I chased that bird that first year all day for 2 days, one bird. I got it full draw at least 3 times, and he would just give us the slip every time. And that would have to be probably one of my most memorable moments, but it's just the hunt for Tom Tucker.
Bringing Tim out here, I learned a lot about how to hunt these birds, and he learned a lot about, the Merriam's turkey while he was here, and we've just continued. The stories that came from that trip were so infectious that it's, compelled more and more people to want to come, and if, I'm always the first guy to want to work with people and go hunting with them. So we just kept building this camp, got Jim and Jana out here, we've got the Onyx Maps guys out here, we've had a whole number of people throughout the hunting industry here in this camp before, and it's really kind of become something special to all of us for different reasons, and something I hope we get to do for years down the road here together.
My most memorable moment, I guess, here at this camp would be probably the MMA turkey wrestling match that Jana had. We had these birds that were just hammering and hammering and hammering. I think we had Willie Schmidt behind us calling. We literally just used the terrain and navigated it, you know, to our advantage and kind of came up over the rise. And as we came up, there were 3 redheads looking there. She picked one and I barely got it on video and she hammered it and it went down.
Go for it. Come on, get up there. Get up there.
We went running up like, yeah, we got this turkey down. Well, when we got up there, it was a whole nother story. That turkey kind of came to life, and Jana was grabbing feathers and trying to get this thing. And I think about 3 minutes later, we finally got a hold of the thing and you know, put it out of its misery. But that was the craziest hunt, most memorable thing I can remember from this camp.
You are not, after all that work, getting away from me. Look at, he doesn't even have a tail feather left. It got ripped off in our fight, in our wrestling match.
Looks like a grouse.
I know, right?
Hey, how awesome is that?
Yay! They were not coming in. I even ripped his beard off. It's laying in the pile over there somewhere.
Unbelievable. Montana bird down. We set up calling and they were gobbling down in here. And he was on that point forever. We got set up. Didn't move. So we had Jason stay back and call. And I started working up here. We hoped to get set up, and all of a sudden he decided to start coming in. It was just on the other side of this ridge. It was about 15, 20 yard shot maybe. Hear him spitting and fanning and kept looking for it. I don't know why he decided to come. We just thought he was going to hang up down here and not come in. Let's go check out the bird. Johnson.
Man, almost didn't have time for the adrenaline to kick in, but that all of a sudden you see that fan pop up.
Oh man,
right there.
Too cool. Never know, we might have another one hanging in camp by the time we get back there.
One or two, absolutely.
Old Tommy Tucker.
My most memorable hunt at turkey camp. You know, I've had so many great hunts with so many great people over the years, and I guess if I had to pick one, it would be the very first hunt ever. And I was with Willie Schmidt from Pure Hunting, good friend, and you know, first spot we stopped at, we stepped out of the truck and we hit that call, and several birds just hammered. It sounded like not more than 100 yards from us, and Willie and I looked at each other in almost amazement, and off we went. Got set up fairly quickly. Got the cameraman set up. Willie and I were set up. We were set for a double, and we thought, boy, that's just too good to be true. And when that first bird stuck his head up over the hill, and I looked at his chest, you know, I probably shouldn't have been picky, but I'm like, is that a Jake? Is it a longbeard? And that bird gave me a very short window to pull the trigger. I didn't. Willie never got a chance, and he slipped away. And on to the next hunt we went. And let me tell you, ever since that day, I have had so many close encounters, so many great hunts, that it's hard for me to sift through them all and pick any one out.
Not sure what happened. We had 4 of them. 2 of them, I think, saw me in turn, but those 2 came running up, and then they hung up down there about 45, 50 yards. Tom said they went that way, so let them calm down and see what we want to do.
Hunt smarter with the new era of GPS.
I have a lot of memorable moments. 2 are highlights off the top of my head. One would be right behind me right now because it's actually a turkey, and we actually found success. And you know, a lot of turkey hunts are pretty by the book. You know, you set up your decoy, you do your series of calls, and that just doesn't work here. And so to find success, I mean, I literally would have been happy with a Jake here because I have gone home empty-handed. But my other...
Stop, 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 stop. Stop, get down, get down. Down, 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 down. There's an ant right in front of you, about 200, 150 yards in the ditch. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, Missouri River breaks bird down.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, I want to cry.
Hunt smarter with the new era of GPS.
I think my favorite part about turkey camp has to be the food. You know, being out here in the middle of nowhere, it's pretty cool to have people bring elk and deer and antelope and sit around the campfire and hear about all the stories from the past fall. It just makes for a really cool experience. Specifically, the last time we were out there, it was our turn to cook, and the weather was just awful. And I remember Barrett, Ben, and Lance, they wanted to go out and chase turkeys in this big snowstorm, and we all thought they had no chance. And to our surprise, they came back with a bird, and that night in camp was just one of those nights at turkey camp that none of us will ever forget. We celebrated, and we had so much fun with that bird that night. It was pretty cool.
I can just turn it off. Yep. Yep.
What we gotta do, cut up some of that cheese.
That is just cool from above. That's the best angle. Says it all. Stovepipe coming up.
Got him. Nice, dude. Holy cow. Oh my God.
Camp B-Roll has been going 5 or 6 years now, and typically we have anywhere from 8 to 12 people in camp during the week that we're hunting. And in that 5 or 6 years, we can count on one hand how many birds have hung here in these trees in camp. And so, you know, we all work hard. We're all here because we love to hunt and we have a passion for it, and we work hard together. It's team building, it's teamwork out here. We, you know, give each other tips on what maybe worked for us or something maybe to try. And so when we come back from a hunt and there's a turkey hanging in that tree, it's a victory for everybody in camp. At the end of the day, we're all hunters and we're all competitive wanting to get it done. So, man, when we get back to camp and there's a turkey hanging in that tree, it is gonna be a late night in Camp B-Roll.